Hi, welcome back to the 12 Days of December. My name is Laura, and I'm the founder of Front Office Rocks. And with our 12 Days of December, not only bring in the festive mood, we also wanted to bring some suggestions to your practice of things that you should be thinking about or doing in the month of December. So on this one, we came together. I'm with Missy and Lindsay, my two coaches, and we came together and we actually have three different that we're kind of putting into one. So when we were talking about end of year reports and end of year data that you get, we all came at it a different way. So my point with making sure you're preparing for end of year reports is I remember being the office manager stuck on like the 23rd when everybody went home and the software wouldn't let me run the report because this person was still logged in and that person still had something of it in the system. And I had to log everybody out and I had to go do end of month and do the end of the year reports are a lot. So let's prep for them. Let's make sure we have everything cleaned up. Let's practice. Let's make sure your team knows how to do it because they may not have been here last year to do the end of year report. And dentists, maybe you have to do it and make sure because your software is going to get a million calls on that last day of the year. So you want to be thinking ahead of time to be prepared for that. So that's how I came at this. Lindsay, how are you? What were you thinking when we were talking about end of year reporting?
My end of year would be printing out your monthly productivity reports and comparing those metrics. How can we grow next year and move forward? Some months are shorter than others. So we can take those metrics and actually compare them so that we can start focusing on the specifics of those reports next year. Moving forward, we can grow from that.
Excellent. And you actually have a program. Can you talk about that for a second about being proactive with those reports?
Absolutely. So, in my program next year, we are going to take these metrics and we're going to sit down and we're going to be able to focus each month on one of those metrics and how we can improve our daily productivity or monthly productivity, and really hone in and focus on skills that can help us improve that.
Because a lot of times we print these reports or your team members print the reports and they don't actually know what they mean. So Lindsay's going to be running a program where your team can log in every month and proactively be thinking about how can we get ahead of September or insurance change or new patients or reactivation, working with your team to be proactive on these reports versus reactive. And Missy, what did you come at when we were talking end of year reports? What were you thinking when we talked about this?
So I was thinking about new patients. So we track how many new patients we see over the course of the year. And like Lindsay said, let's see if we can improve that. But what I want to start doing in January is tracking all of your phone calls. So we all think we have a 90%, 95% new patient conversion, but I bet if your team tracks calls and keeps track of who didn't schedule, we can find out how many people actually aren't scheduling and figure out why. So in my coaching program, I love teaching verbal skills and new strategies and different ways to get new patients to schedule. So tracking phone calls to me is something I would love people to try. Even if you just try it for the month of January, I think you'll be surprised and you'll get excellent data from it that you and your team can work together and figure out why are these people not scheduling.
And Missy actually works individually with the offices. So where Lindsay's program is more of a group environment where your team members can log in and get some tips to know what to go back and do in your practice. Missy's actually works one-on-one with you. So she'll be tracking the calls with your team and helping them with how do I handle these phone calls? How do I get better at it and getting the results that your practice needs? So doing end of year reports is not just about closing the year out and pushing a button. It's actually about taking the data. Though it's not been an amazing year, we're going to move forward and we're going to learn from this year and we're going to grow from this year, and being proactive, getting some coaching, getting some help, and then taking this data and making it impact in your practice is a huge thing. So that is our tip for this day in the 12 days of December, and we will see you back again tomorrow.